Seventh grade, welcome back to week 11. We're on metamorphic rocks, and we're going to wrap up metamorphic rocks by learning how to classify them. Now, this is one video that you may definitely want to go back and check out a couple of times. So we're going to give you a lot of information with pictures and stuff that would be useful in order to identify different types of metamorphic rocks. First of all, let's look at our target. Our learning target is we'll be able to classify various types of metamorphic rocks. So, what's the difference between these two rocks? There's definitely some differences, aren't there? The rock on the left is sedimentary rock. It's rock shale. Now, it's a metamorphic rock slate on the right. Slate looks very similar to shale, but harder and more platy. The rock on the right, is actually gneiss, sorry. So the rock on the left is slate. It's made from shale, and it's metamorphic. The rock on the right is gneiss. It is also metamorphic, but it has light and dark minerals in separated bands. Gneiss is produced by higher temperature metamorphism. And the original rock was different in both cases. So some common metamorphic rocks include the following. This here is slate, just like we saw earlier. And slate is foliated. You can see the bands. And it comes from shale, which is a sedimentary rock. This is phyllite. Phyllite is also foliated. It is a metamorphism of slate, but under greater heat and pressure than slate. So if we go back, you can see that slate was from shale. So it goes from shale to slate. If we have even more heat and pressure, it goes from slate to phyllite. Schist is also foliated, often derived from metamorphism of claystone or shale, metamorphized under more heat and pressure than phyllite. So as the heat and pressure increases, different minerals rearrange and become totally different types of rock. This is gneiss. It is foliated. Metamorphism of various different rocks under extreme conditions of heat and pressure, okay? So we're looking at a different group of rocks here. Here are the hornfels that we saw yesterday. These are non-foliated, and they contain, they're contact metamorphism of various types of rock. Quartzite is non-foliated, and it's a metamorphism of quartz sandstone. So again, coming from what type of rock originally? Yes, sedimentary rock. This is marble. It is non-foliated, and it is a metamorphism of limestone. So limestone under heat and pressure becomes marble. Now this rock is what we call a metaconglomerate. If you remember back to sedimentary rocks, we talked about conglomerates. Conglomerates were lots of different rocks kind of cemented together. So again, it's non-foliated, but it's been metamorphized. It has gone under an immense amount of pressure and heat, but at the same time, we can still see the individual rocks inside there. So this is metaconglomerate. In summary, foliated rocks, foliated metamorphic rocks are platy, and non-foliated metamorphic rocks are massive. They're huge. The more extreme the amount of metamorphism, the more difficult it is to tell what the original rock was. And then an example that many of you would be familiar with would be marble. And this is metamorphized limestone. So I hope you enjoyed today's lesson on categorizing various different types of metamorphic rocks, and that you are able to classify a few of these metamorphic rocks all by yourself. If not, feel free to go back, look at the pictures and the definitions. And if you're okay with this, please feel free to move on to the next activity. We'll talk to you later. Bye now.